Dear friends, this video is about the government of India has introduced through its Ministry of Telecom Department a new app called Sanchar Saathi, which is mandatory for all the mobile and other device operators in this country to register the app as mandatory in all the devices in India. This video is nothing but a state-owned security app that is called Sanchar Saathi, which permits all big smartphone manufacturers who have been directed to pre-install all new devices as per the orders of the Telecom Ministry. This new directive of the government of India is against the right to privacy judgment of the 9-member constitutional bench in 2017. That is in the case of retired Justice K.S.PUTTASWAMY, wherein the 9-member constitutional bench has unanimously upheld that and reaffirmed the right to privacy as a fundamental right under the Constitution of India. The court further held that the right to privacy was an integral part of freedoms of the citizens of this country, and that has been guaranteed in the Indian Constitution under Article 21 as core principles, and was an intrinsic aspect of dignity, autonomy, and liberty. The point here is that the state surveillance on the individual private affairs and rights that have been enshrined in the Indian Constitution under fundamental rights could not be demoralized by any authorities. But the Ministry of Telecom and the government of India goes against the Justice K.S.PUTTASWAMY at the right to privacy judgment is nothing but unconstitutional and undemocratic. What the Telecom Ministry says is utterly false claim that the new app Sanchar Saathi is not meant for surveillance or data collection at present, but the reality is that once a tool exists, the nature of its use cannot be controlled. The app can be updated by the union government to collect any data once it has all background permission on mobile phones. By default itself, the government of India and the Telecom Ministry could able to access the private messages and private issues that is enshrined in the Indian Constitution as fundamental rights, and it is nothing but the right of individual is compromised in this case. What is the expert opinion of the human rights activists and defenders of the citizens forums and democratic rights and values have argued that every small phone would now have a tool that could, at any point of time in time, be easily repurposed to collect personal data without oversight or default. That is, all call logs and contacts, local history, or even privately sent messages could be accessed and collected via this app. This could be used against the citizens of this country, and it is not a health to the democracy of this country. The message of this video is this: privacy is not for sale, and human rights should not be compromised out of fear or greed. And the government of India has no business at all into intrinsic in the personal affairs of an individual, which has been guaranteed in the Indian Constitution, and the Supreme Court of India as the finally interpreter and arbitrator of the Constitution have upheld that the right to privacy is an intrinsic part of individual. This should not be compromised. The government of India goes against the right to privacy judgment and against the constitution and against the democratic values and norms that have been enshrined in the Indian constitution. Thank you so much.